What's up, sports fans? This is the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, and welcome back, everybody, to our live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. It is still Week 8 action, and we are getting ready for our second game of our doubleheader this evening. We just completed our first game between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. The Tennessee Volunteers win 24-17. In the third Saturday in October rivalry. We are now getting ready for our second game, and it's another SEC conference showdown between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Another big matchup here as we are now just getting started. That first game, I'm telling you, Tennessee and Alabama, what a start to our play-by-play broadcast, and we should have a good one here between Georgia and Texas. The question is, will it be like the Tennessee game, or will it be a different kind of game between Tennessee, or actually Georgia and Texas? We don't really know, but, we're going to find out in this game, no question about it. So what did you guys think about the Tennessee and Alabama game? That was just an excellent, excellent game. The Vols get the cigars once again, and again, it's a tradition in the rivalry. Tennessee gets their second win in a row over Alabama in Neyland Stadium throughout the 2-year span. Texas and Georgia. These are two teams ranked in the top 5 as we're ready for kickoff. We couldn't get the pregame out a little bit. But, Texas comes into this one at 6-0. And then Georgia comes in at 5-1 with the loss to Alabama. The team that just beat Alabama was Tennessee. And you look at Texas and Georgia. This is the first time that they're meeting as SEC opponents. And I think there's going to be plenty of battles to come here between Georgia and Texas. You never know. It could be a rematch in the SEC championship. By the looks of it, we still have plenty of one-loss teams in the SEC still. I will take a look at Tennessee and Alabama's final stats at the half, and we'll get a Lucas Ross Sports Player of the Game coming up at the half and stuff on this game between Texas and Georgia. But this is our second game of our live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Hopefully you're excited for our second game, much like the first game. That was an exciting finish to the final moments between Tennessee and Alabama. So Tennessee gets the win over Alabama 24-17. An interception changed the difference. You look at the two head coaches in this game between Texas and Georgia. These two coaches know each other pretty well. Nick Saban, of course, had assistant coaches for both of these guys. Steve Sarkisian, the former offensive coordinator that won a national championship with Alabama in 2020. And then for Georgia, Kirby Smart obviously was a defensive coordinator for the Alabama Crimson Tide. So it's the Georgia defense against the Texas offense. Texas will be in the old orange Texas Longhorn uniform tonight with the old white helmets with the Longhorn logo on the side. They'll be in the white pants this evening as well. Georgia in the white uniforms with the black numbers, red trim, the red helmet with the G on the side, and the gray pants. Texas won the toss. They have deferred. Georgia will get the football to start this game. The first SEC conference game between the Bulldogs and the Longhorns, and you can feel the energy in the crowd at Austin, Texas, as college football is just unbelievable. Texas will kick off, and here we go. And ball back into the end zone for a touchback, and Georgia will take over at that 25-yard line. Carson Beck coming into this game, 68% completion percentage, 308 yards per game, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He is number 5 on the quarterback prospects list in the NFL. This is a big-time test for him since that Alabama game back in September 28th. So 1st down and 10 coming up here for Georgia as we get underway here in this one. In our second game of our doubleheader, Carson back out of the shotgun, takes a snap, going to hand it off. Nope, fake, and goes right down the middle. Pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Dylan Bell. Impact players, Trevor Etienne for Georgia, Arian Smith at wide receiver, and then for Texas, Colin Simmons and Anthony Hill Jr. That's the players to watch tonight for both of these teams. So after that incompletion, it's 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Carson back out of the shotgun. 5 on the delay clock. Takes a snap. Beck drops to throw. Beck, plenty of time. Goes down the middle. Incomplete off the hands. Bell, number 86, the intended receiver again. It was just behind him. And now it's 3rd down coming up, and Georgia hustles to the line in a hurry. Trying to catch Texas off guard here in this one already. Back out of the shotgun. And Georgia's going to take a timeout. Of course, this is a very tough, hostile environment for Carson Beck. Kirby Smart's got a smile on his face just trying to calm down his starting quarterback and all the rest of his Georgia players. Kirby Smart's been playing in big games like this, of course, throughout his Georgia coaching career. Boy, Dylan Bell almost had a big play there for Georgia, but he dropped it out of his hands. So here comes Georgia now on a 3rd down and 10 after 2 straight incompletions to the same receiver. Third down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Back out of the shotgun. Beck claps his hands. 10 on the delay clock for Georgia. Beck gets the snap. Pressure coming. Beck, screen pass complete to Etienne. Etienne makes a couple man miss, and he gets down to the 30-yard line. And that'll be 4th down for Georgia. So they'll go 3 and out on their first drive. Georgia will punt the football away. And they'll punt it from the 25-yard line and boots it away. And it's a good punt. Goes out of bounds at around that 15-yard line. Great punt by the Georgia punter. So Quinn Ewers comes out. Remember, he got injured. He's only played 4 games, but 72% completion percentage. He has just been phenomenal throughout his Texas career. So here comes the offense for Texas with Steve Sarkisian's offensive background. 1st down and 10 as they go up against this big Georgia defensive line. Quinn Ewers' first throw is complete. Catch made at the 20-yard line, past the 20-yard line. Catch made is by Isaiah Bond. Impact players, Ryan Ward on the receiving spot for Texas, and then Cotravian Wisner. And then on the defense for Georgia, Michael Williams and Macaulay Starks. That'll be the players to watch for Texas's offense and then Georgia's defense. A little short screen pass and complete to the tight end for Texas, and that'll be enough for a first down on a short game. So Texas, they'll go hurry up tempo at all cost. Quinn Ewers gets the snap, looks to throw on first down. It's complete, and just inside that 30-yard line. They pick up 5 yards. Quinn Ewers looking pretty confident so far. Well, remember, Texas beat Oklahoma last week 34-3. Georgia's coming off a win against Mississippi State 41-31. Quinn Ewers just taking his time. Just a little quick throws here in the first drive of the game, and they go with the handoff here on the left side. And that's a first down for Texas as they get to close to that 40-yard line. So Texas picking up early first downs in this game. So far, this Texas offense, of course, living up to what we expected all year, being very explosive, but we'll find out how dangerous Texas is in this game. Far side pass complete, but going to be dropped for maybe a loss of 1. The catch was made, but it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. So second down and 11 coming up. Just 4 minutes into the first quarter, a scoreless ball game as we're underway in this one between Texas and Georgia in our second game of our doubleheader. Wisner gets the carry here on this play and got stood up just for about a couple of yards. Third down coming up. They're going to say third down and about 9. This Georgia defense has not looked the same Georgia defense that we have seen, of course, in the Kirby Smart era. But they'll get better and better as the season goes along. Third down and 9. Quinn Ewers will throw. He's got time. Ewers in trouble. Incomplete. Try to set up a little bit of a screen, but nobody was there, so fourth down. So both teams go 3 and out on their first drives of the game. So Texas will punt the football away. And this Georgia defense, they have a lot to work for here tonight against a really explosive offense in Texas. And they'll punt the football away. It's a high punt. And it takes a nice bounce and gets down to about that 17-yard line. And so Carson Beck will take the field when we come back. Scoreless ball game so far as both teams go 3 and out on their first offensive drives. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 Week 8 action in the SEC Conference. Your score, Georgia 0, Texas 0, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 Week 8 action here in the SEC Conference. Scoreless ball game as both teams go 3 and out on their first drives of the game. Texas and Georgia in our second game of our doubleheader here in SEC football. First down and 10. Back out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off here to Trevor Etienne. And Trevor Etienne gets past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Good gain on the play. And more celebrities. Drew Brees is in the house. Kevin Durant, gold medalist. Kirk Herbstreit's cute dog, Ben. I love that little dog. Second down and 4, back to action here. 6-yard gain by Etienne, brother of Travis Etienne, former Clemson Tiger, who now plays in the NFL. Carson Beck drops to throw. Beck down the middle, and that one's intercepted. Picked off at the 40-yard line by Texas. And Carson Beck throws his 6th interception of the season. And an early takeaway by the Texas Longhorn defense. Boy, oh boy, this has been the most struggling season I think we've seen Carson Beck play on the road this season. That was just a high throw and great effort on that interception by the Texas secondary. And the Longhorns get the football back. Again, 6th interception of the season for Carson Beck this season. First down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Quinn Ewers, double reverse, a triple reverse. Quinn Ewers throws a little short pass, and it's incomplete. That was a lot of trick play action there by Texas's offense, but it's incomplete. Second down and 10. Boy, a great job by the Georgia defense coming up huge with a stop there. But second down and 10 after that incompletion. Quinn Ewers fakes the handoff. Got plenty of time. Throws it to the left side to his tailback, and he is met by a couple of Georgia defenders. Wilson, number 5, with the tackle, and it's going to be about a 1-yard gain, perhaps. Third down and 9 coming up. Trying to get a big-time stop after Georgia turned it over, and now there's some movements here. A lot of the players pointing towards the Georgia defense, and it's going to be an offsides. Can't have that. Boy, that Tennessee and Alabama game, we saw a lot of penalties in our first game of our doubleheader. Third down and 4 coming up. After the 5-yard penalty gives them a third down and 4 situation, and now another flag. And it's going to go right back. False start against Texas. Just 8:50 to go here in this first quarter. It's a scoreless ball game here in this big matchup between Georgia and Texas. It's our second game of our doubleheader this evening, as the second half of the college football season is officially underway. Quinn Ewers on third down and 9, throws it here down near side, incomplete. And it will be fourth down coming up, so let's see what Texas does here on this fourth down, and I believe they're going to kick a punt. So a good stop by the Georgia defense after throwing an interception. So Texas will punt the football away. And there's the snap and the punt, trying to keep it short of the end zone. Instead, it goes out of bounds, or touchback, I should say. We'll take another quick break here. We got a scoreless ball game. Your score, Georgia 0, Texas 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. Scoreless ball game here so far between Georgia and Texas, as we are knotted up at 0-all. We did see a turnover by the we saw a little bit of turnover there by the Georgia Bulldogs, but either way, it is still knotted up at 0-all as Georgia made a big-time stop there. And they'll start from their own 20-yard line here. Just 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Back out of the shotgun here on this 1st down and 10. Let's see how he rebounds after throwing an interception. Trevor Etienne with the carry. Gets past the 25, and he'll be close to that 1st down. They'll mark him down at about the 27. Boy, that first game between Tennessee and Alabama, that really definitely got me started here on this play-by-play broadcast. And don't forget, we'll have stats for you at the end of that game between Tennessee and Alabama, and then we'll go over who the player of the game will be. 7-yard gain on that last play by Trevor Etienne. Under center, Beck goes. Sends a guy in motion to the left. And he'll hand it off to Etienne. Look out! Trevor Etienne to midfield, and he gets taken down at about the 45-yard line. Biggest run of the day here so far for Georgia, and they explosive play so far, the best explosive play for Georgia. Trevor Etienne, just like his brother Travis Etienne. Of course, Travis Etienne played under Dabo Swinney. Trevor Etienne came over here from the transfer portal from Florida. Beck out of the shotgun here on this 1st down and 10 play. Beck pump fakes to the right. Beck takes a deep shot downfield. He's got a receiver, and it's caught inside the 35-yard line. 21-yard reception for the wide receiver for Georgia, and the Dogs have a 1st down. Carson Beck with great eyes down the field, and he delivers a money ball down the field. And that is what you want if you're the Georgia Bulldogs after going 3 and out on your first drive and then turnover on your last one. Now you come out here with a chance. Ball at the 34-yard line. They'll hand it off. And wrapped up is the running back for the Georgia Bulldogs. That's Frazier Jr., number 3. They'll give him about a yard on that carry, about 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Second down and 9. Ball at the 33-yard line. Beck out of the shotgun. Sends a guy in motion here to the left. Beck dropping the throw. Looks to his left. Fires it. And it's intercepted again. Picked off at the 20-yard line, but actually the ball hit the ground before he could intercept it. Let's take a look at it. Ball does hit the ground. Boy, oh boy. A lucky break for Carson Beck. That could have been the 2nd interception here of the 1st quarter for Carson Beck. A guy that is a veteran for Georgia. Beck out of the shotgun. Takes a snap on 3rd down and 9. Beck across the middle. Complete to Etienne. Makes a cut. And Trevor Etienne moves the chains for the 1st down at the 20. Boy, Trevor Etienne is coming alive here in the 1st quarter of play for Georgia. Not just running the football, but also catching it as well. And that's what you want if you're Georgia. You got to have those playmakers make the big plays for you. And that's what Trevor Etienne is doing so far. 1st down and 10. 5:04 to play in this 1st quarter. Georgia inside the 20-yard line in Texas territory. Beck, play action, in trouble. And Beck fires it out, and it's got his receiver. It'll be a loss of 1, though, as it was thrown behind the original line of scrimmage. So Carson Beck tried to play action fake, but nothing there. So 2nd down and 11. Back out of the shotgun here on this 2nd down and 11 at the 21. Beck, quick throw here to the left. It's complete. And going to be brought down just for about a 3-yard gain. Number 6, Lovett with the catch. Third down and 8 coming up here for the Bulldogs. Let's see what they do here on this 3rd down play. Ball just inside that 18-yard line. 7 on the delay clock for Georgia. Beck gets a snap, drops the throw. Beck across the middle, batted up in the air and intercepted. Intercepted at the 5-yard line by Texas. And a 2nd turnover here in the 1st quarter for Georgia. 2nd pick for Beck. And that's his 7th pick now in the season. My goodness. The ball went off the receiver's hands, and the defender grabs it for the interception. Texas with a takeaway, their second takeaway against this Georgia offense. We'll take another quick break here. Your score in the first quarter of play, Georgia 0, Texas 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 Week 8 action in the SEC Conference live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 Week 8 action of the SEC Conference. Back to action here as we got a scoreless ball game, just 3:27 to go in this first quarter. Boy, back-to-back turnovers by Georgia on back-to-back drives. Carson Beck throwing his second interception. A 3-yard gain on that last play for Texas a while ago. So a couple of turnovers by Georgia here in the first quarter of play. But Texas hasn't been able to get anything going yet on the offense. This Georgia defense trying to do all they can. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to take a deep shot downfield here on this play. And that one's incomplete, but flags all over the place. And it's going to be, no doubt about it, a pass interference on the Georgia defense. Wingo, number 5, was the intended receiver. $15-yard penalty. Automatic first down for the Texas offense. $2:49 to play here in the first quarter. a defensive game so far, just like how Tennessee and Alabama was. But a couple of turnovers by Georgia have cost them. Have a stoppage of play here. They say that the headphones are not working for the Georgia team, the Georgia coaching staff, so maybe that's the reason why miscommunication, but you can't communicate because the headphones are out. Kirby Smart's got his headset back on. Steve Sarkisian with his headset on. And the referees will continue play. First down after that penalty of 15 yards on the pass interference from Georgia. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, hands it off to his tailback, and gets to about the 27-yard line. Gets about a 4-yard gain. Texas hustles to the line. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off again to his tailback, and all over the running back is the Georgia defensive line. Only about a yard on that carry, maybe 2. There is a lot of big boys on that Georgia defensive line. There's no question about it. This is a really big team. They always recruit the big boys. 3rd down and 6 at the 28-yard line for Texas. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, pressure coming, and Quinn Ewers is hit in the backfield, and the ball is out. Still loose. Does Georgia get it? And it's recovered at the 12-yard line by the Bulldogs. Out of nowhere, Quinn Ewers got hit hard, and the Georgia defense takes the turnover away. Boy, oh boy, it took a while for Georgia to recover that fumble, but they were able to get on top of it finally. And the Bulldogs with a turnover force of their own. And Quinn Ewers just did not see that pressure coming. So both teams now with a turnover each. 3 turnovers total here in the first quarter. I feel like there's a little bit of nerves here between both of these teams. Kind of in a tough environment to play in, and if you're Texas, you got a sellout crowd. Beck hands it off to his tight end, Dillon, on a little sweep action, and gets to about that 8-yard line. Not a bad gain. So 2nd down coming up with just 1:30 to go in the first quarter of play. Georgia's got a chance here to score before the end of the first quarter after a couple of turnovers. 2nd down and 5. Trevor Etienne is the running back in the backfield. Etienne goes out wide. That puts Beck all by himself in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to Etienne. Trevor Etienne breaks a tackle, and Trevor Etienne looks like he's just got enough for the first down, and that's what they will do. They'll spot it right near that marker. So now we'll see if Georgia can get in the end zone here. They're just inside that 3-yard line. Trevor Etienne playing a big game so far. Led team in receptions in each of the last 2 games. He's made some catches. He's ran the football pretty well. 2 on the delay clock for Georgia. They go under center. Beck on play action, fires it, and it's incomplete. Really lucky that Georgia didn't have a third turnover there. But either way, it's second down and goal coming up. Boy, oh boy. That ball was in the hands, but just could not come up with it at the last moment. 11 seconds to go. In the first quarter of play, Georgia looking for the first points of the game. Back under center with Etienne back in the backfield. He tosses it to Etienne, and Etienne gets to the edge, and he goes in. Touchdown, Georgia. And the Dogs strike first. So after a couple of turnovers by Georgia's offense and then the defense forcing a turnover on their own, that leads to a Georgia Bulldog touchdown. And Trevor Etienne, who's been the big presence for Georgia in this first quarter, gets the first touchdown of the game for the Bulldogs. Good snap on the extra point. Almost juggled, actually, is what I meant to say, but they knock it through. So 7-0. The Georgia Bulldogs strike after a turnover was forced by the Bulldog defense. And the Georgia Bulldogs take a 7-0 lead with just 6 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. And this is what college football is all about. Just some great games. We saw one between Tennessee and Alabama. But the Georgia Bulldogs strike first. The number 5th ranked team in the country. This is a top 5 matchup. Fifth rushing touchdown for Trevor Etienne in the last 4 games. He also has 4 carries for 33 yards, and of course receptions have been a big part of him. And here comes Texas on the return from the kickoff. And look out, 35-40 to the 50, 45-40 into Georgia territory, and a great return by Texas to end the first quarter, but there is a flag, and it might be coming back. And it might be an illegal block in the back, and that's what you cannot do on special teams plays. Special teams coach really upset. But that will do it for the first quarter of play. As the Georgia Bulldogs will have a 7-0 lead. The 7-0, the penalty actually was a holding call. But that will do it for the first quarter of play. We'll have the second quarter coming up next for you in just a moment. Your score at the end of the first quarter of play is Georgia 7, Texas 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, Week 8 action of the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. The Georgia Bulldogs with a 7-0 lead at the end of that first quarter of play. And, of course, we know how much of a big game this is. Texas will begin with their opening drive after getting that penalty on the kickoff. Quinn Ewers to throw. He's under pressure, and he takes off, and he slides down for a short yard pickup on that play. Georgia Bulldogs forced one turnover on Texas, but Georgia had a couple of mistakes to open up this ball game, and it looked like Texas could take advantage of them, but they just couldn't because of this Georgia defense. Quinn Ewers to throw on 2nd and 7, takes a long ball downfield, incomplete. And it's incomplete, almost picked off by the Georgia defender. Third down and 7 coming up here for the Texas offense. So a third down coming up. Texas hasn't been really able to get anything going offensively. They've had some first downs here and there, but this Georgia defense has been playing pretty well. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun to throw. Ewers in trouble, and down he goes. Taken down back at the 2-yard line, and this Georgia defense, they have got the offensive line of Texas with their hands full, and this is not the start you're wanting if you're the Texas offense. Boy, Quinn Ewers did not go down on this play, by the way. But either way, Quinn Ewers did go down on the second try, but now a punt from Texas in their own territory end zone. Now we got a flag down. An illegal substitution against the offense of Texas. 4th down. Well, I tell you what, this is not a good spot you're wanting to be if you're a Texas Longhorn fan. Georgia's going to bring the pressure here. They get the ball off, though, and it's a short kick taken from the 45-yard line, and look out to the 35, to the 30, still going, and out to about that 28-yard line. 19-yard return by Georgia, and now things a little chippy on the sidelines. But tremendous starting field position here for the Georgia offense. A chance to go up by double digits early in this ball game. Again, the defense had to really step up here today for Georgia. Again, they gave up 31 points last week. You got to kind of feel frustrated if you were Georgia's defense last week, but they come into this game playing pretty well so far. Carson Beck threw a couple of picks, but let's see if he can regain his confidence. I'll tell you what, a couple of turnovers, and Georgia leads 7-0. It led 7-0 at the end of that first quarter of play. Georgia, 85 total yards of offense in the first half so far. Beck to throw, pump fakes to the right, sets up a screen, and nowhere to go. He'll be dropped for a loss behind that 30-yard line. And Carson Beck, it'll be a long second down for the Bulldogs. So Texas's defense with a great pursuit there. Second down and 13 at the 31-yard line for the Bulldogs. Beck out of the shotgun all by himself in the backfield with 3 on the delay clock, gets the snap off. Beck rolls to his right, passes complete to the right to Loveland, and gets pushed out of bounds at about to the 25-yard line. And now a third down coming up, a pick of 7 yards on that play by Georgia. And if you didn't saw the first game that we had from earlier, it was Tennessee and Alabama. We'll take a look at those final stats for you coming up at the half, and then same thing with this game. We'll take a look at the first half stats for you at the half, so stay tuned for that. Third down and 7 at the 25-yard line for Beck. Takes a snap. Beck, plenty of time, goes down the middle. Got a man, and it's caught. And the second effort gives him the first down. Just past that 20-yard line, but it's just enough for the first down for Georgia. So now Georgia will have a first down. They go quick tempo to the 17-yard line. And a long pass incomplete to the outside. Pass intended for Loveland, number 6. So second down coming up. Just a little bit of a too high throw there by Beck. Carson Beck tonight, 9 of 16, 57 yards. Remember a couple of picks in that first quarter. Second down and 10, Beck. He's got ETN right behind him. Beck takes the snap. Fake it to ETN. He fires it off to his tight end, and he gets barreled out of bounds just past that 15-yard line. Knocks him out at around the 14. So third down coming up for Georgia. They had a lot of third downs against Alabama in our last game that we covered for Georgia on September 28th. Third down and 8 for Georgia. 11:07 to play in this first half. Georgia with a lead 7-0. 7 on the delay clock here for Georgia. Ball inside that 15. Beck out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Beck, quick slant. Dangerous throw, incomplete. And Georgia's going to have to settle for a field goal. Score update for you. Number 9th ranked Iowa State tied with UCF 14-14. That is a Big 12 conference game. Saw BYU, the other undefeated team, stay undefeated against Oklahoma State on Friday night. So Georgia will kick the 3 points here. Woodring's only missed 1 on the year. 33-yard attempt here. And it's on the way and good. So Georgia takes a double-digit lead, 10-0. With 10:46 remaining here in the first half. Can this Texas offense get things going here in the first half? We'll find out when we come back. We'll see Quinn Ewers on the field. We'll take another quick break. Your score, Georgia 10, Texas 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. 10-0 ball game between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Top 5 matchup. Number 1 versus number 5. Texas ranked number 1. Georgia ranked number 5. And the Bulldogs have a 10-0 lead so far. After turning the ball over a couple of times, and Texas turning the ball over, it has been Georgia ever since. So Texas's offense will take over from the 25-yard line. It's been a really tough start here for this Texas offense to try to convert some third downs. Georgia's defense tonight, 0 points allowed, 14 yards allowed, and -3 yards of rushing, 2 sacks and 3 tackles for loss. Quinn swings it out here to the right as we're back to action, and that's to about that 29-yard line. Pass is complete. That'll be a pickup of about 4. 10:29 to play in this first half. Texas trying to get on the board here. Again, this is a offense that's really good. Their defense is the top defense in the country. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun here on 2nd and 6. Fakes the handoff. Pressure coming and had to get rid of it and incomplete. Tried to set up a screen, but nobody was there for it. So third down, another third down coming up here for Texas. It'll be 3rd down and 6 at the 30-yard line. They are 0 for 4 on third down so far tonight. 7 on the delay clock for Quinn Ewers. Takes a snap, and he'll throw to the right side, and that one's intercepted. Intercepted back at the 33-yard line, and Georgia's got another takeaway. And my goodness, what's going on with Texas? And this Georgia defense has come alive. This looks like a different defense compared to the Alabama and Mississippi State games. So Georgia with a takeaway, and they got another chance to score in this one. And the Georgia defender who made that pick has the Savage shoulder pads on. And that's every time when Georgia gets a pick, they always put that kind of thing on. So now both teams with a couple of turnovers each. 34-yard line is where Georgia takes over in Texas territory. Back out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Beck throws it to the right, it is complete. And try to go backwards, but they're going to mark it back at the original spot, I believe, at the 30-yard line. Boy, Georgia started off pretty slow in this game after a couple of turnovers, and Texas could have taken advantage, but Georgia's been dominating on the defensive side of the football. And this offense now with an opportunity to get Georgia a chance to go up by 16-17 if they get a touchdown or maybe a field goal to go up by 13. Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, throws it here to the left, and the catch is made. Look out to the 20, to the 15-yard line. And Georgia gets to the red zone, and that will move the chains for the first down. Well, remember, Georgia came in as a 3.5-point underdog against Texas. They came in as an underdog for the first time in a few years that Kirby Smart's been here at Georgia. I was Lovett with the catch, and he'll move the chains for Georgia. First down and 10 at the 15. Beck gets the snap, and it's a faked reverse. Trevor Etienne drives it in Touchdown, Georgia, as Trevor Etienne dives in for a second rushing touchdown for the Bulldogs from 15 yards out. Boy, Trevor Etienne has come alive in the first half of this one. Now the question is, did he go down before the ball even crossed? Looks like he just got that ball across for a touchdown. That's the second rushing touchdown for Etienne, and these Texas fans are stunned. I don't think I've ever seen a start like this against a number one team in college football. So with that, 17-0 is the score. This is what Alabama did to Georgia back on September 28th, and now they're doing it to Texas here, trying to send a message and welcoming Texas to the SEC. Trevor Etienne with a touchdown. We'll take another quick break here, and your score as we're in the second quarter of play. It's Georgia 17, Texas 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. Well, Georgia strikes with another touchdown. Carson Beck with a handoff to Trevor Etienne, and Trevor Etienne gets into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the evening. And the Georgia Bulldogs lead 17-0 after a couple of mistakes by them in the first quarter. Now we've seen a couple of mistakes by Texas. It has been a frustrating game so far here for the Longhorns. Let's see if they can get on the board here and try to make this a competitive game. But it's been all Georgia so far here in the first half. It's not just been about their offense. It's more about their defense, stopping this Texas team on third downs. First down and 10 coming up here for the Longhorns at their own 25-yard line. Georgia 132 yards of offense, 19 for Texas. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off here on the left side, and no gain on the play. He'll be dropped back for a loss of 1. Boy, oh boy, this is just not really the Texas team that we'd known in the first 6 games, and this is what it's all about. Texas' first test in a while. This is the largest deficit that they faced since 2022. That was Steve Sarkisian's first year at Texas. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, throws it to the right, and just nowhere to go again. No gain. And this Georgia defense is all over these Texas receivers. Well, this Georgia defense, again, came ready to play. They knew they had to really get things going at the start of the second half of the season. This could be one of the most dangerous defenses at the end of the year. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun as Texas 0 for 5 on third downs. Ewers to throw. He's in trouble. Quinn Ewers is down on the field. Sacked. Jalen Walker, number 11 for Georgia. And how about the dog defense, folks? They have come ready to play. Georgia brought 6 guys on the blitz. And Walker makes the sack. My goodness, this Georgia defense. This is what Kirby Smart is known all about, his defensive background. And here comes the punt by Texas, and they return it to the 45-yard line in their own territory. 6:34 to go in the first half of play, and your score: Georgia 17, Texas nothing. We'll see the Georgia offense back out on the field here in just a moment. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. Your score, Georgia 17, Texas 0. It has been all the Bulldogs here in this ball game. A couple of turnovers by Texas and a couple of turnovers by Georgia each, but it has been all Georgia ever since those couple of mistakes by Texas. Georgia will start from their own 45-yard line with 6:34 to play in this first half. Beck out of the shotgun here, takes a snap. Beck pump fakes, goes downfield, incomplete. Just missed his intended receiver there. Don't forget, coming up at the half, we will have the first half stats of this game, but also we'll take a look at the final stats for the Tennessee and Alabama game, and we'll give you a player of the game for that one. Georgia, again, has 132 yards of total offense. Texas with just 15. This is not how we expected this game to be like, but Georgia kind of sending a message here of welcoming Texas to the SEC. Georgia back to action here. Beck throws on the run. It's complete as he was under pressure, breaks a tackle, and just shy of that first down is the Georgia receiver. Right near that marker, third down coming up. Third down and 1. They will call it, and Georgia hustles to the line here in a hurry. Trevor Etienne's been the playmaker for Georgia on the offensive side of the football. Beck gets a snap, hands it off to Etienne. Look out. Here's Trevor Etienne, just like I talked about it. He's past the 35 and gets to the 32-yard line. And another first down for this Georgia offense. And Trevor Etienne again making an impact here on this Texas defense. So another first down for the Georgia Bulldogs as they're inside that 32-yard line. First down. Back out the shotgun. First down and 10. Back out the shotgun. Takes the snap. Beck to throw. In trouble. Beck trying to set up a little screen pass, but incomplete as Beck got hit as he threw that football. No flag on the play. As Carson Beck looked like he was going to throw one, but then Texas brought the blitz that time. And Beck just able to get the ball out of his hands on time. Second down and 10, though. Beck is 13 out of 23 in this first half. Delay clock down to 1. Beck gets the snap off, and they'll hand it off up the middle. After a short gain, a couple of yards, maybe 3, and that'll be third down coming up. Now the ball's at the 30. Georgia goes quick tempo. Texas doing some late subbing, and now a timeout on the field. Timeout's called by Texas. That'll be their second timeout. They were doing some late subbing. It'll be third down and 8 coming up with just 4:56 to go in this first half. Again, a really nice game by Georgia here so far, even though with a couple of turnovers, they were able to correct those mistakes and get a couple of touchdowns for ETN. And their field goal, of course, 17-0 is the score. Georgia, obviously the question was, can they still be Georgia? Can they still be that same program that has dominated the 2020 so far? Well, they're showing it right now. Third down and 8 coming up here for Georgia. Ball just inside the Texas 30-yard line. Georgia's 3 out of 6 on third downs tonight. Here in the first half. Beck out of the shotgun, sends a guy in motion to the left. He gets the snap. Blitz coming from Texas. They pick it up. Beck in trouble. Fires on the run. Incomplete. And almost caught by Loveland, but Georgia will go 3 and out here on 4th down and 8. And it looks like they're going to kick the field goal. So try to put Georgia up by 20 here in the first half. Peyton Woodring made his 33-yard field goal from earlier. 48-yard attempt here. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is on the way, and it's right down the middle and good. So with that field goal, 3 points for Georgia, puts them up 20-0. It has been all Georgia here in the first half. We got 4:43 to go in this first half of play. And your score now is Georgia 20, Texas 0. And a couple of turnovers and some really bad offensive, really not really good offensive playing style from Texas that we've seen, of course, throughout the year. This is the toughest defense that they've gone up against this season, in my opinion. They're averaging 495.5 yards on the season. Georgia kicks it off and back in the end zone for the touchback. So now a change of quarterback, it looks like, here for Texas, and it's going to be Arch Manning, son of the all-time great, or actually the son of Cooper Manning, I should say. Cooper Manning, of course, couldn't play football anymore due to the sickness that he had, but he is the nephew of Peyton and Eli Manning, grandson of Archie Manning. So here we go. Arch Manning, number 16, takes the field at the 25-yard line, gets the snap, throws it here on the right side, incomplete. Boy, this is a big stage here for the sophomore quarterback in Arch Manning. I just wonder why they're making a change at quarterback all of a sudden, and you're down 20-0. You know, Arch Manning did start the two games where Quinn Ewers did go out with the injury. 2nd down and 10, Manning gets the snap. It's going to hand it off here to the left side to his tailback. That's Porter, number 26, to the 30-yard line, gain of 5. Arch Manning is a redshirt freshman. He's played 4 games, 71% completion percentage, 2-0 as a starter. Texas 0 for 6 on 3rd downs. It's a 3rd down and 5 here for the Longhorns at the 30-yard line. Manning out of the shotgun here on this play. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Manning in trouble. Down he goes. And another sack for Georgia, but there is a flag down, and I believe it's going to be a Georgia face mask. That's a penalty you don't want if you're Georgia here with 3:54 to go in this first half. Williams, number 13, called for the 15-yard penalty face mask. So with that penalty, it results in 15 yards. Automatic first down for Texas. So a tough break there for Georgia after they sacked Arch Manning. Manning will pump fake. Manning's in trouble again, and he fires it in the turf, and it's incomplete. Boy, the pressure coming from this Georgia defense. That was Walker, number 11 again. He has been after the quarterbacks tonight here for Georgia. And you got to feel the pressure here from Arch Manning going up against a Kirby Smart defense. Second down and 10, and flag down, and it's going to be a false start against Texas. Boy, more problems for this Texas offense. Five-yard penalty, and that'll remain second down. Score update for you, LSU and Arkansas. In the third quarter play with 9:57 to go, it's LSU 16, Arkansas 10. Back to action here. Manning out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Play action. Manning on the left side. It's complete, but down to the 49-yard line. It's going to be third down again for Texas. Texas does get the football to start the second half. Third down and 6 coming up here. Texas has yet to convert a third down in this game. 0 for 6 tonight. Average of yards have been 7.7. Manning out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to throw. Manning down the middle of the field, incomplete. Had a receiver down there, but just missed him. And it's fourth down coming up here for Texas. And it looks like they'll punt the football away. So Arch Manning comes into the game, so we've seen two different quarterbacks here for Texas. The veteran Quinn Ewers, and then, of course, the young man, Arch Manning. And there's the punt by Texas with 3 minutes to go in this first half, and the ball bounces into the end zone for a touchback. 2:55 to go in this first half of play. Your score, Georgia 20, Texas 0. So Georgia takes over from their own 20-yard line, where Trevor Etienne's been the playmaker for this Georgia team this evening. Remember, Georgia had a couple of turnovers in that first quarter of play, but ever since they've been dominant on both sides of the football. And they'll give it to Etienne here on this first down run. Give him about one, maybe no gain. 2:40 to go here in this first half. No gain on that last play by Etienne. Georgia still has a pretty tough schedule the rest of the way. This is a very important game for them. They still got to play Ole Miss on the road. They got to play Tennessee, which beat, of course, Alabama. And they also got Florida coming up in Jacksonville in a couple more weeks. Back out of the shotgun, takes a snap, throws it out here to the left. Catch made, and going to be just short of that first down at the 29. Needed to get it to the 30. That was Lovett, number 6, and the 2-minute timeout comes upon us. So the 2-minute timeout comes upon us here in the first half of play. Your score, Georgia 20, Texas 0. We'll take a quick break here. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 Week 8 action in the SEC Conference. 2-minute timeout. Your score, though, Georgia 20, Texas nothing. Texas fans not really hyped like they were at the beginning of kickoff. 3rd down and 1, though, for Georgia. Beck out of the shot, or the under center. Handed off to Etienne. I don't think he got there. And no, he didn't. They'll mark him back at the original line of scrimmage for no gain. And it's 4th down. With just 1:56 to go here in the first half. So Trevor Etienne does lose yardage. And I tell you what, that's a big-time stop by this Texas defense. Texas took a timeout. Texas trying to get a point here before the end of the first half. They do get the ball to start the second half. For Texas, we have seen 2 different quarterbacks. Arch Manning, of course, son of Cooper Manning, and the nephew of all-time great quarterbacks Peyton and Eli Manning, grandson of Archie Manning. Texas has struggled offensively. And actually, Georgia's staying out on the field here. How about this? From their own 29-yard line. Still plenty of time here for Georgia on the play clock. Back out of the shotgun. Or out under center. Nope, and they're not going to get it off, so timeout by Georgia. Good call, but just not enough there. So Georgia's definitely going to have to punt here, as Texas's Georgia's defense has played just some sensational football. Quinn Ewers tonight, just 6 of 12 for 17 yards and 1 pick that was thrown a little bit earlier in this game. Again, Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning are 2 guys that you got one guy that's probably the future of the NFL, and then one guy that's the future of this school and this program. Either way, both of these guys getting a chance to play tonight. Georgia will punt the football away, though, with 1:56 remaining in the first half. Texas will have no timeouts left. And this is a great punt by this Georgia, the Georgia special teams, and it's fielded. That was probably not a good decision, but taken down at the 20-yard line. So 1:43 to go for Texas to get into the end zone. And Cooper Manning, Arch's father in there in the stands watching on. You got to feel like the nerves are kind of kicking in for Cooper, even though his son has played 2 games this year as a starting quarterback. Arch Manning out of the shotgun here, number 16, wearing Peyton's number when he went to Tennessee. Manning, he'll try to run here. Look out, Arch Manning. And he's down at the 40-yard line. Great run by Arch Manning. And first down for Texas. No timeouts left. They go quick tempo. 90 seconds to go on that clock. Manning will throw on first down. It's complete. and gets past or close to that 45-yard line. It'll be second down. I feel like, Texas fans love Arch Manning a little bit more than Quinn Ewers. There's no question about, though, Texas needs Quinn Ewers in this game. Manning to throw. He's in trouble. Fires a little screen pass, and it's complete. And goes out of bounds, and he'll get the first down. That'll stop the clock with 59 seconds to go. Catch made by Blue, number 23 for Texas. Now Arch Manning taking his time here. This is a big stage for him because he is a redshirt freshman. Taking on, again, a Georgia defense led by Kirby Smart. Manning drops to throw. Pressure coming. Escapes from the first guy, but can't escape from the second guy. And he goes down back at the 41-yard line. That is Walker, number 11 again. Boy, he is everywhere on the field tonight. Texas back to the line here. Arch Manning to throw, and he's in trouble, and the ball is out. Georgia scoops it. Georgia's got it at the 30-yard line, and that's Walker with the recovery. Oh, my goodness. That is a Georgia takeaway with 25 seconds to go in the first half. The Georgia defender knocked it out of Arch Manning's hands. And Georgia forces Texas's third turnover of the night. Walker almost took it back for a scoop and score. But he got tripped up at the last moment. .25 seconds to go. Georgia's still got time here to get a score. They got all 3 timeouts left. Beck will throw. Patch is made. And they'll not get it out of bounds, but they'll take a timeout. So Georgia, 17 seconds to go in the first half of this one. This looks like a different Georgia team that we saw in the Alabama game back on September 28th when they lost to Alabama 41-34. Second down and 6 coming up for Georgia. Both quarterbacks for Texas sitting beside each other. They got to be shocked here, and this Texas crowd definitely shocked. Back out of the shotgun here on this second and 6. Beck in trouble. Pass batted down, incomplete at the line of scrimmage. Now just down to 12 seconds remaining with third down and 6 coming up. So 12 seconds. It has been all Georgia here in the first half. Delay clock down to 10. Georgia gets to the line. Third down and 6 with 1 timeout left. Beck gets a snap. Quick throw here to the left. It's complete and nowhere to go. No gain on the play, so Georgia will probably rely on the kicking team. 2 seconds to go, and Georgia will kick the field goal. This is looking like the Georgia defense that we're used to seeing It just usually takes a while for Georgia to kind of get that defense going. They've only allowed 38 yards of offense in this game, and that was 2 rushes and 5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. So Georgia will kick the field goal. This is Peyton Woodring. He's 2 for 2. Made one from 33 and 48 in this game. 44-yard attempt here to put Georgia up by 23 going into halftime, as Texas will get the ball to start the second half. There's a snap, good hold, and it's on the way, and it's good. Just a beautiful kick. So with that, we head into halftime. Coming up for you is halftime stats for both the final stats for the Alabama-Tennessee game from earlier, and then the Texas and Georgia first half stats. That's coming up for you at the half. Your score at halftime: Georgia 23, Texas nothing. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, Week 8 action of the SEC Conference. We're at halftime here of our second game of our doubleheader, and yes, I say doubleheader because we had a game from earlier, Tennessee and Alabama. We're about to go over the first half stats for Texas and Georgia. Your score at halftime, though, is Georgia 23, Texas 0. Boy, Georgia just controlled that first half of play after having a couple of turnovers a little bit earlier. But before we get into the stats for the Georgia and Texas game in the first half, let's take a look at the final stats for Alabama and Tennessee from earlier. It was Tennessee defeating Alabama 24-17 in the third Saturday in October. And, of course, Tennessee, for the second time in a row, they defeat Alabama in Knoxville, Tennessee. And Josh Heupel, of course, defeating Alabama for the second time in his career. What a career it's been for Josh Heupel. Meanwhile, let's take a look at some game leaders. Jalen Milroe did finish out the game 25 of 45 or 239 yards, 1 touchdown, and then a couple of interceptions. And then you take a look at the rushing yards. Miller led the way, 12 carries for 42 yards, and then Ryan Williams had 8 catches to finish things out with 73, and then 1 receiving touchdown. For Tennessee, Nico Amaliava finished 14 of 27 for 194 yards and 1 touchdown pass, 1 pick. He played so well in that second half. But you take a look at Dylan Sampson. He is my Lucas Ross Sports Player of the Game in the Alabama-Tennessee game. Dylan Sampson, 26 carries, 139 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. And then Brew McCoy finished things out, leading receiver for Tennessee, 6 catches for 80 yards. That's a look at some of the player stats in that Tennessee and Alabama game. Meanwhile, team stats, final stats in that Tennessee and Alabama game from earlier. Alabama finished things out with 23 first downs. They were 3 out of 14 on the day on third down conversion attempts, 1 for 2 on fourth downs. They finished out with 314 total yards in this game, 239 passing yards. Just talked about it with Jalen Milroe. But they really struggled at running the football. Only 75 yards of rushing the football in that game against Tennessee. And then the penalties obviously were a big problem for Alabama. 15 penalties for 115 yards, and they had a couple of turnovers, and those were, of course, the interceptions thrown by Jalen Milroe. For Tennessee, they finished things out with 21 first downs. They were 6 out of 14 on third down conversions, 408 total yards of offense, had a much better second half performance of offensive totals, and then 194 passing yards. Just talked about it with Nico Amaliava, and then 214 rushing yards. That was the difference for Tennessee at running the football, and then, of course, 11 penalties for 95 yards, and then they had 3 turnovers, but they did clean up those turnovers in the second half. So that's a look at your final stats from the Alabama and Tennessee game from earlier. And our player of the game, of course, is Dylan Sampson, who had just a marvelous game. 26 carries, 139 yards, and 2 touchdown runs. Now time to take a look at the first half stats in this game between Georgia and Texas. Again, your score at halftime is Georgia 23, Texas nothing. You take a look at the game leaders. Carson Beck was 16 of 28 for 100 yards, throw a couple of picks, but he was able to kind of clean up those mistakes and deliver some good throws down the field. Trevor Etienne, the big playmaker for Georgia in that first half, 8 carries for 62 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. And then Lovett was the leading receiver in that first half with 4 catches for 35 yards. We've seen a couple of different quarterbacks for the Texas Longhorns. Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers came in there. You look at Arch Manning, 3 out of 6 in that first half for 19 yards. Wisner, 7 carries, only 22 yards, and then Blue just 2 catches for 11 yards. Let's now take a look at the team stats here for both of these teams. Well, Georgia had 8 first downs in that first half, 3 out of 9 on third down conversion attempts, and then the total yards of offense for Georgia, 170 total yards of offense, 100 yards passing, just talked about it with Carson Beck, 70 yards rushing in that first half, and then they had 3 penalties for 35 yards. And remember, a couple of those turnovers came in the first quarter, but ever since those first quarter turnovers, they've been able to kind of clean those mistakes up. For Texas, they have struggled offensively. pretty much on both sides of the football, I should say, as well. They had 6 first downs in that first half. 0 of 8, though, on third downs. Have not converted a single third down in that first half of play. 38 total yards of offense only for Texas, 36 yards of passing. Overall, Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers were 9 of 18 as quarterbacks. Rushing yards for Texas, only 2 rushing yards in that first half. And then they had 4 penalties for 19 yards and then 3 turnovers. That's been another key mistake there for the Longhorns. That's a look at your first half stats between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. We're at halftime. We'll take another quick break here, and we'll have more action on the way for you in the second half. Your score at halftime, though, it's Georgia dominating. Georgia 23, Texas 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. We're still at halftime here, Georgia 23, Texas nothing. Of course, this came in as a top 5 matchup, and, a little bit earlier this morning, College Game Day, of course, down there, Lee Corso picked the Longhorn head, but it's not looking really good for the College Game Day crew. They all did pick Texas to win this game. And, Georgia really has looked like a Georgia team that we've all expected to in that first half of play. The defense has been dominant. The offense has done their job. And even after a couple of mistakes by the Georgia offense, they have just cleaned up those mistakes in Texas with 3 turnovers in that first half of play. And this Georgia defense, I believe, has now just come alive, folks. And, Georgia, it just takes them a little time to get better with that defense. It's now gotten a little bit better, it looks like. And that biggest impactful player on that defense has been Walker. And this Georgia defense just continues to force the turnovers. But right now it's halftime. Again, it's Georgia 23, Texas nothing. We got a big matchup coming up for you next weekend, Notre Dame and Navy. I kind of feel like doing that game of play-by-play broadcast, but I will announce it when we get halfway through the week, and we'll have individual videos coming up for you throughout this week as well. We got your week 8 recap coming up tomorrow, and we got my updated top 25 on Monday. Tuesday, we'll have my Tuesday we'll have our playoff predictions. Wednesday, upset alert video for week 9, and then we'll have our week 9 predictions next Thursday. So that's what the schedule is going to look like for me this week. But right now, again, we're still at halftime. We should have the second half coming up in just a moment. Your score at the half, it's Georgia 23, Texas nothing. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week 8 action here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, Week 8 action here in the SEC Conference. We are getting ready to start this second half of play. Georgia 23, Texas nothing. This is a game that really everybody circled on their calendar in the preseason, but it's not feeling like the game of the year that we kind of hoped. Georgia and Texas, though, two very talented teams, but Georgia, it's been all them. Georgia will kick off, and they'll do a little onside kick, I believe. A little sweep kick, but Texas recovers it at the 45, so great field position here for Texas to begin the second half. Trailing by 23, So it looks like Quinn Ewers will come back out on the field after Arch Manning a few snaps there. Quinn Ewers was 6 out of 12 in that first half for only 17 yards. Quinn Ewers, a little miscommunication, but able to give it to his tailback and picks up 3. That's Weiser. Gain of about 3. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun here on this 2nd down and 7 as this second half just gets underway. Quinn Ewers hands it off to Wisner. Sticking with the run game as they go past the 50 and get to Georgia territory, down at about that 49-yard line. 38 total yards in that first half for Texas. That's fewest in the first half in the last 20 seasons for the Texas Longhorns. And they have yet not to convert a third down. 0 for 8 in that first half. 3rd down and 4. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, looks to his sideline. 5 on the delay clock. Gets the snap, tosses it here to Wisner, and Wisner may have second effort, got him the first down, and they'll spot it right at the marker. And now they look like it's going to be marked short. I don't know, it's really hard to tell from where the referee was standing, but it looked like the ball is right there at that marker. So they're going to say 4th down and 1. And, of course, Texas will go for it. But it's tough to run the football here against this Georgia defense when it comes to 4th down tries. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off, or actually it's an end around to the left side, and it's enough for a first down. Past the 40 to the 39-yard line. They went with a double fake there. And that's the first down of this first half, or the second half for Texas. Remember, they just had 6 first downs, and Georgia just had 8. First down and 10 for Texas at the 39-yard line in Georgia territory. They started off in good field position after the pooch kick. Quinn Ewers, downfield shot complete, best throw of the day, and down to the 15-yard line. Catch made by Golden, number 2. Big play there for Texas. And again, that's the best throw I think we've seen from Quinn Ewers all night long as he went down the middle. First down and 10 at the 15. And back to Wisner in the running game, but he'll lose a yard, maybe 1, maybe 2, but there is a flag down on the play. Personal foul, face mask against the Georgia defense. Half a distance to the go, and that'll be an automatic first down. So Texas with a great opportunity to get on the board here to start this second half. If they can, this would be a really good time to try to get a comeback going. First down and goal at the 8-yard line. Takes a snap. Quinn Ewers, right side is complete, but a good open field tackle as Wisner was one-on-one with the defender for Georgia. Well, this Georgia team and this defense, they can hit and they can also make a wrap-up tackle, and that's what football is all about. You have to wrap up and bring him down. That's just good tackling there by this Georgia defense. Second down and goal. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. He's got 2 guys behind him. Now the guy goes to the left. Quinn Ewers, short throw. It's batted at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. So now third down and goal coming up for Texas. This Georgia defense getting their hands on the football. And then also just Playing just solid defense, dominant defense. 3rd down and goal. Texas converted their last 3rd down on their previous 3rd down play. 3rd down and goal. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes the snap, goes to the end zone. Incomplete, just in and out of the hands, and now some flags. 2 Golden players going at it there with the last name. Or it's actually Bolden. And this is going to be another penalty flag against Georgia for pass interference. So back-to-back 15-yard penalties for Georgia. So it looked like it was just an arm drag by the Georgia defender. So 1st down and go at the 2-yard line. Bond in motion. Now he comes back to the right. Now goes back to the left. And he goes to Bond here on the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. And finally, the Longhorns are on the board. Isaiah Bond with a 2-yard receiving touchdown to put the Longhorns on the board here with just 10:57 to go in this 3rd quarter of play. So Isaiah Bond gets the touchdown for Texas. And Quinn Ewers with a touchdown pass, his first one of the night. And Texas is going to go for the 2-point conversion, which we kind of expected. Quinn Ewers takes the snap on a 2-point conversion. He goes to the end zone, caught. Isaiah Bond comes down with it. And the 2-point conversion is good. And that makes it a 15-point ball game. So a big touchdown and a big 2-point conversion. And now the score is Georgia 23, Texas 8. We'll take a quick break here. Again, your score, Georgia 23, Texas 8. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 Week 8 action here in the SEC Conference. Texas on the board, and a two-point conversion attempt is good. Makes it 23-8, and it makes it a 15-point ball game. Still plenty of time for a comeback here for Texas. Don't count them out just yet. Score update for you. UCF leads number 9th ranked Iowa State 28-21. First down and 10. Just 10:57 to go here in the third quarter of play. First possession of the second half here by this Georgia offense. Beck out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Trevor Etienne. And Etienne gets about to the 30-yard line. Now things are kind of, heating up there after the tackle. A lot of jawing going on between these two teams. I think Georgia telling, welcome to the SEC, Texas. If I can read the lips and everything, but either way, it's second down and about 6 at the 29-yard line. Back out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Etienne. And this time gets about a couple of yards, or actually 3. They'll mark him at the 32, so it'll be third down and about 3 to go. Kind of a very important third down defensive play here for Texas to get back in this game and get your offense a chance again. Georgia 3 out of 9 tonight on third downs. Third down and 3. Beck takes a snap. Quick throw here to the left. It's complete and just enough for a first down as he gets close to that 35-yard line. Or excuse me, the 40-yard line. Got past the 35 and got to about that 37. So a Georgia first down on that short wide receiver screen. Beck will come up under center. Takes a snap. Play action for Beck. Beck rolls to his right, and now Beck's looking to take off, but he's tripped and stumbled. And going to be knocked back for a loss on the play. Good coverage by Texas downfield. Got 3 orange jerseys surrounding Carson Beck there. But yeah, he slipped and, just couldn't regain his balance. Loss of 2. Second down and 12. Beck throws it, and that one's almost intercepted. Incomplete, though. And it will be third down and a long 12 to go here for Georgia with 8 minutes and 22 seconds to play in this third. It was a little quick slant play on that last one, but third down and 12. Ball at the 35-yard line. Beck out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Blitz coming from Texas. Beck down the middle, and huge hit on Lovett. And the safety hit him hard, and it's incomplete. 3 and out for Georgia. A huge stop for this Texas defense. So Georgia's going to punt the football away. They'll punt it from their own 35. There's a snap. Punt is on the way, and it's a good one. And a fair catch, and down at the 10-yard line. And there is a flag down on the play. I guess there was no fair catch called, but a 55-yard punt by Georgia. Let's see what this penalty flag is. So holding called against Texas on the special teams. Official timeout on the field. We'll take another quick timeout. And your score with 8:08 to go here in this this third quarter of play. Georgia 23, Texas 8. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. Your score, Georgia 23, Texas 8. The Texas Longhorns get on the board on their last drive on a Isaiah Bond touchdown, who played against this Georgia team in the SEC Championship from a year ago. Had the 2-point conversion as well, so Texas down by 15. Still plenty of time for a comeback. Play action here for Ewers. He goes deep down the field. He's got it! Down inside the 40-yard line, it's goal to number 2. An explosive throw and an explosive yardage play, and a big first down for Texas. Ball just now inside that 39. Texas hustles to the line. Quinn Ewers gets a snap, fakes the handoff, goes to his tight end on the right side, spins away across the 40, close to that 45-yard line, and gets a gain of about maybe 3. And now we have a Georgia player down on the field. 4-yard catch, reception. Golden while ago makes a terrific catch for Texas. And that's a very explosive play that Texas needed. First half, they only had 38 yards. Second half already has put up 80 in this third quarter of play. 7:26 to play in this third quarter. It was all Georgia in that first half. But now Texas trying to come back in this game. Again, no comebacks, of course, are no joke. I mean, they can happen anytime when you're trailing by 20 plus. Well, a little earlier, we had Tennessee and Alabama in the third Saturday of October. That was a great finish to that game. Tennessee with a 7-point win. Josh Heupel gets his second win against the Tide. None of the other coaches could do it in Tennessee football history. Second down and 6. Texas lined up inside that 43. Quinn Ewers hands it off to his running back, and this is Wisner. And Wisner, great run past the 50-yard line, and he's got a first down into Georgia territory. And now this Texas offense has found something that they haven't found in the first half. And I feel like with Quinn Ewers in there, I just think this Texas team is a lot dangerous. Had to give Quinn Ewers a little bit of time in that first half to kind of get comfortable against this Georgia defense. First down. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. And Wisner again will keep it. Makes a cut, and he gets down to the 43-yard line. Second down coming up. And they're going to say second down and about 6, so a 4-yard pickup. Fifth play of this drive for Texas. Started with that big throw by Quinn Ewers on play action to Golden. Gets a snap here. Quinn Ewers throws it out to the right side. It's complete. And breaks a tackle, and he gets across the 40 and gets down around that 35-yard line. It's enough for a Texas first down. And Quinn Ewers and this Texas offense, they are moving it down the field. I don't know what's happened to this Georgia defense, what they did in that first half. There was a lot of hesitation between the defender and the catcher. Texas now over 100 yards in the second half. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Quinn Ewers throws it out to the left side, incomplete. That was Blue who made the catch a while ago, but he couldn't come up with that one, so second down and 10. 5:25 to go in this third quarter. This is our second game of our doubleheader. Like I mentioned, we had Tennessee and Alabama earlier. Second down and 10. Ewers gets a snap. Going to hand it off to Wisner. And third down coming up, and a medium. So third down, and it looks like they're going to say 5, so that's third down and medium. Third down and 5. Ewers gets the snap. They're going to keep it on a running back keeper. That was probably not the best play. And Wisner couldn't get anywhere to go, so Georgia comes up with a huge stop on this play. Now the question is, though, does Steve Sarkisian go for it here? They need 6 yards here on fourth down, and they will go for it. With just 4:32 to go in this third quarter of play. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Quinn Ewers throws it here to the left, and it's incomplete. Beautifully broken up by the defender for Georgia, and that's turnover on downs. Humphrey, number 12, coming up with a deflection. Turnover on downs for the Longhorns after a really good drive. But Georgia's got the football back. looking to extend the lead. They're up by 15. Georgia will get the ball back when we return. Your score as we are late in the third quarter, Georgia 23, Texas 8. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 Week 8 action of the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. Turnover on downs by Texas gives it back to Georgia with 4:22 to go in this third quarter of play, and the Georgia Bulldogs lead 23-8. Back out of the shotgun, takes a snap. They toss it on a sweep, and it's going to be no gain on the play, going to be dropped for a loss. Texas was ready for that one. I wonder how much they lost on that play. It'll be second down, though, and a long ways to go. It's been kind of a quiet college football weekend. Of course, we did see one upset, Tennessee upsetting Alabama earlier. That's been the only big kind of game that we saw. Second down and 16, a loss of 6 on that last play. And they will go back to the ground game, and that's Trevor Etienne. Trevor Etienne gets about 6 yards on that carry, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down coming up. This Texas team not giving up. Anything can still happen. Third down and 9 for Georgia's offense. 4 out of 11 on third downs tonight. Beck takes the snap, drops to throw, throws it down left side, and that one's intercepted. Picked off at the 40-yard line. 15, 10, And there's a flag down in the play, but they get down to the 9-yard line. A huge takeaway for Georgia, but there is a flag down. Let's see what it is. My goodness, this is going to be a game changer right here. If it's a call against Texas. Oh, pass interference against Texas. So instead of a interception at Texas football, it's back to Georgia. Man. Wow, that's kind of a bad call there, in my opinion. Wow, that's a game changer right there. Texas fans not happy with that call. Oh, and somebody threw a beer can on the field. That's just ridiculous right there. I mean, that is just unacceptable in a big way because some players can get really hurt out here. Some people are just idiots. Oh my goodness, and there's a lot of trash being thrown on the field. You got to be kidding me. Come on. This is college football. Y'all are acting like children, man. Steve Sarkisian telling the fans to knock it off. He's doing the right thing, but this is not going to... Yeah, Steve Sarkisian's doing the right thing. Tell your fans to calm down because this is just getting ridiculous. Somebody could get hurt out here. Yeah, the cheerleaders are exiting the field. Some police officers out there, some security. I get it's a bad call, but you don't need to take your frustration out by throwing stupid stuff on the field, because that is not how college football fans should act. And I'll tell you what, it's really a bad call in my opinion, but I would not take my frustration out and throw stuff on the field. That's just ridiculous. I mean, fans should act like adults and just enjoy the game. And now you just delayed a really good game here. Yeah, this is just ridiculous of how Texas fans acted out here. And I can understand why Steve Sarkisian is upset about that previous call. That is a costly penalty against Texas. So Georgia's going to have the football here at the 44-yard line. We're back to action. Texas fans still angry. But again, I just don't understand why people throw stuff on the field. It is just ridiculous and it's stupid. It's just bad behavior. If I was going to games like this, I would definitely leave if somebody throwing a lot of stuff. Because somebody could get hurt. We're all human beings out here. Yeah, I tell you what, these referees are... What? Oh my goodness. They have changed the call. You gotta be kidding me. There is no defensive pass interference. What in the world? Wow, Kirby Smart is turning a blood crimson red. I think these officials, man, they just did this to try to cheer Texas fans up. The call was already made. That was a defensive pass interference. You have got to be kidding me. So Texas will take over, first down and goal. Boy, this game is just getting really out of hand. Kirby Smart's going to have to stay composed and get his team motivated. Third turnover against Georgia. And the third pick for Carson Beck. So Texas takes over at the 9-yard line with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ewers fakes the handoff, and he goes down for the sack. M. Williams, number 13, huge defensive play there to start this drive for Texas. I'll tell you, this Georgia defense, man, after that penalty or the no call, I feel like they're going to try to get motivated here. .228 to go late in this third quarter. It's been a lot of chaos here in the third. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun here with 2 on the delay clock. Gets the snap. Ewers down the middle, complete. Blue touchdown, number 23. And Texas makes it a ball game. 17-yard touchdown pass. And just like that, Texas is back in this game. Texas is now coming out motivated here in the second half. They will go for the extra point. 2:12 to go in this third quarter, and Texas, extra point's good. And the lead now cuts to 8. As the Texas Longhorns trailed 23-0 at halftime, they have scored 15 unanswered points here in the second half. And Blue gets the touchdown, number 23 for Texas. Quinn Ewers throws his second touchdown pass of this second half. Got to give Texas credit, though. And like I said, comebacks are always possible. Whether it's 30-something or 20-something or maybe 40-something. Texas now has scored 15 unanswered. They trailed 23-0 at halftime. Texas fans were going to be really angry if that call was not overturned. But it was. And it gave Texas the football. And Texas kicks it off. Returnable kick. Return from the end zone. And, oh, man, huge defensive play on the special teams. And Georgia will take over at the 10, maybe the 11-yard line. This Texas team, They look a lot different compared to the first half. First down and 10 at the 11-yard line for Georgia with 2:07 to play in this third quarter. Beck gets the snap. He's going to hand it off here, and just no gain on the play. Maybe loss of a yard, but maybe no gain. Boy, this third quarter, this Texas team, you can never just count out what the Longhorns have done in this third quarter. Second down and 10 at the 11. 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Beck fakes the handoff. Looking. Beck goes down the left side. Nobody there. And incomplete. Carson Beck got hit as he threw that football. So now a third down coming up for this Georgia offense. They have not been able to get things going here in the second half on the offensive side of the football. Third down and 10, 4 out of 11 for Georgia on third downs this evening. Beck out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Beck, plenty of time, goes to the right side. What a catch, first down. Inside the 30 and dragged down at about that 33-yard line. Big first down for Georgia to Smith, number 11. And that'll momentarily quiet the Texas crowd. Boy, great move. And a huge catch for Smith. Ball at the 32-yard line, 53 seconds now to go. Beck out of the shotgun, takes a snap, and a double reverse. Now back to Beck. A lot of double fakes. Wide open receiver to the 40, 35-30, down to the 25-yard line in Texas territory. What a play called by Georgia's offensive coordinator. A double fake. And then they go back to the quarterback, and Beck delivers a dart. Fifth play of this drive, Georgia converted a long third down. They go with the trick play there. And a huge first down on that third down play. But now they got a first down here at the 25 with just 10 seconds to go in the third. Beck gets the handoff to his tailback and gets brought down after a couple yards, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Boy, a lot of chaos here in the third quarter. Texas, 15 unanswered points. Georgia, though, on the move. Entering the fourth quarter of play. That's the end of the third, though. Your score, Georgia 23, Texas 15. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 week number 8 action right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action here in the SEC Conference. It is now time for the fourth quarter. It is an 8-point game. Georgia 23, Texas 15. As it's been a great day of college football. Of course, we had the first official game for us of our doubleheader, Tennessee and Alabama, 24-17. The Vols won, and we got another close game here. Texas scored 15 unanswered points in that third quarter, thanks to a turnover there by Georgia as well. Sixth play of the drive here by the Bulldogs, second down and 8. Beck gets the snap. Beck looks to the left. It's complete. Makes a man miss, and he gets to the 14-yard line, and that's enough for a Georgia first down. Well, Carson Beck's thrown 3 interceptions tonight, but, he never gives up on his team. There is an injured Texas defender down as we start this fourth quarter of play. This Georgia team, they came in as a 3.5-point underdog. But Georgia trying to still be Georgia, who has dominated the 2020s with the national championships in back-to-back seasons. Meanwhile, Iowa State and UCF going on right now. And pick 6 by UCF. But they said the ball was dropped before the score. 34-27, though, is the score in that game. Iowa State probably on upset alert. BYU had a close game, the other undefeated Big 12 team, from that Friday night game against Oklahoma State. Saw Notre Dame take care of business against Georgia Tech today. They'll have Navy coming up against undefeated Navy. That'll be a great game to watch. And we also got Miami. They beat Louisville 52-45. Close game there. Miami still clearly the front runner in the ACC. I think they probably have a clear path to make it into the ACC championship. Of course, that 12-team playoff means a lot this year for all these over 100 teams in the FBS level. First down and 10 coming up here for Georgia after that completion by Beck. Again, just underway here in this fourth quarter. Georgia with a 8-point lead, trying to extend the lead back to double digits here as they're inside the Texas 14-yard line. Beck out of the shotgun. Beck takes the snap, rolls to his right, now looks back to his left. It's complete on a little screen pass, and there is a flag down. And I believe it's going to be a face mask against Texas. And I'll tell you what, the penalty flags are now starting to fly here. We saw a lot of penalty flags in that Tennessee and Alabama game earlier. So a face mask against Texas, that'll be a half a distance to the goal. First down coming up for Georgia. Ooh, really grabbed him there on that face mask. Helmet was turned sideways. First down and goal for Georgia. Looking for their first touchdown here in the second half. They have had the lead since the game pretty much started. Beck gets the snap. Beck's going to keep it for himself. Carson Beck close to that goal line. He'll be brought down at the 1-yard line. And Georgia's going to hurry up to the line as the offensive lineman motioning for Carson Beck to hurry up to the line. Second down and goal. Texas stacks everybody up on that defense, and they'll hand it off to Etienne. He's going to be brought down just short at the 1.5-yard line. Trevor Etienne looking for his third rushing touchdown tonight. He has been that big playmaker for this Georgia team. And now it's under further review to see what that touchdown is. Kirby Smart singling touchdown. Let's take a look at Trevor Etienne here on this replay. He got that ball across. It might be just enough for a touchdown. And his knees weren't down either. So I think this might get overturned. Right there, it's really close. If Trevor Etienne gets the touchdown here, he'll get his third one of the night. Georgia players looking at the big screen in Austin. They believe they have a touchdown. They haven't officially made the call just yet, but we're getting closer. Referee's still looking at it. This is a tough one here for the officials to make a call of. If the touchdown stands, it'll be a 15-point ball game again. Georgia leads 23-15. Just 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Score update for you. Florida leads Kentucky 34-20. And after that, the ruling on the field does stand, so it's now 3rd and goal. So Trevor Etienne comes up just short. So now big 3rd down goal line stand here for this Texas defense. It's just inside the 1.5-yard line, just by an inch. 3rd down and go. Trevor Etienne. Carson Beck goes under center. Will they go with the quarterback sneak? And they will. And Beck, they're going to say he's short. They're going to say he is short again. It is now 4th down, and Texas wins that battle. So with that, Georgia going to definitely stay out on the field here and go for a 4th down and go play. Wow, Texas defensive line, man, pushing hard and getting a big stop there on 3rd down, but Georgia comes out for a 4th down. They are 10 of 11 on the season. Beck under center again. It won't be a quarterback sneak this time, though, by him looking at it. And Etienne powers his way in. Touchdown, Georgia. And Trevor Etienne rushes in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. And Georgia caps off an 11-play drive. And Georgia goes back up by double digits. It makes it a 15-point game again. And Georgia will kick the extra point. And it is good. So the Georgia Bulldogs, Trevor Etienne rushes in for the touchdown to open up this fourth quarter of play. We'll take another quick break here. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, Week 8 action in the SEC Conference. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Georgia punches it in from 1 yard out with Trevor Etienne, his third rushing touchdown of the night. Georgia now leads 30-15 as they extend the lead back to double digits. Texas will bring it out deep into the end zone. It's Golden on the return. And it'll be spun down. Just about 12 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter of our second game of our doubleheader, Tennessee and Alabama. Of course, from earlier, that was the third Saturday of October. What a great finish to that game. And Tennessee takes care of it. They are now 6-1 on the season. You look at Tennessee's schedule the rest of the way, they still got to play Georgia on the schedule. And that game, of course, in the month of November. And then they'll play some other rivalry games coming up. But Tennessee definitely a chance to make the playoff after that win over Alabama. Quinn Ewers back to action. He'll fire on the run, and it's complete. Catch is made by Golden in the midfield, and now Golden is slow to get up. There is a flag down. And I think they're going to say it's a targeting against the Georgia defense. As I'm looking at it on my screen here. I don't know about that one. Oh, man. The helmet went into the shoulder pad. I really don't like when players put their heads down because that's just, you can't tackle that way. You got to tackle and just wrap up. It is what it is. So there is a review here for targeting on number 17, Jackson, for Georgia. Hits his head on that shoulder pad there. Yeah, Golden took a huge hit, and I believe he got slow to get up, but hopefully he's okay. Again, when you go helmet to helmet like this in college football, you just can't do that. And Jackson, number 17, after that targeting, is disqualified for the remainder of this ball game. But the targeting is different. You can remain on the sideline, but just cannot play. So Bolden takes his possession. True freshman. First down and 10 here for Texas, and the result of that penalty. Quinn Ewers looking to throw, fires it left. It's complete to his tight end and pushed out of bounds at around that 43-yard line. Second down and 7. Quinn Ewers gets a snap, looking to throw. Quinn Ewers goes deep downfield. Had a receiver there, but it's incomplete. So now third down coming up here for Texas. Third down and 7 will be the third down play. Boy, Quinn Ewers just missed his receiver there. Texas, I believe, has not converted a third down just yet. I thought they were 1 for 9. Quinn Ewers gets a snap, though. He rolls to his right, pump fakes, and delivers a short pass, and it's caught by Wisner. They're going to say he is just short. Well, I tell you what, it looked like he got across that first down marker, but instead they'll say he's just short. Boy, Bolden almost got away with targeting there. And a flag down, and I believe Texas just flinched. It's 4th and 1. They were going for it on 4th down. Let's see what the call is on this field. False start against Texas. So that'll be backing up to make it a 4th down and medium. It'll make it a little bit of a longer 4th down to convert for Texas. This is the second time that we've covered Texas in our play-by-play broadcast since the Michigan game. Timeout called by the Longhorns with 10:30 to go in this ball game. Your score, Georgia 30, Texas 15. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. As your score, Georgia 30, Texas 15. A big fourth down coming up here for the Longhorns with just 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this ball game. Longhorns trying to convert this fourth down. This is a big fourth down conversion play as it's a 15-point game. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun as they're inside that 42. Takes a snap. Ewers drops to throw, looking to throw it, and the ball is out. It's knocked out of his hands, and Georgia's got it. Recovered by Georgia at the 44-yard line. And Williams knocked it out of Quinn Ewers' hands, and that's the fourth turnover of the game for the Longhorns, and Georgia takes over with 10:23 remaining. That is the second time Georgia has forced a fumble on the quarterback before he could throw the football. It happened with Arch Manning earlier. And that now happens to Quinn Ewers. So the fourth turnover of the game for Texas. Both teams have turned the ball over a good amount tonight. We've had 7 total turnovers. And, of course, the shoulder pads with the spikes on it for Georgia is a thing they do. Back out of the shotgun here as Georgia takes over at their own 44. Beck in trouble, throws to his right. And a little bit of a dangerous throw, but incomplete. And Texas just trying to show off the blitz here. Second down and 10. Still plenty of time here for the Longhorns to try to make as much stops as they can. $10:19 to go in this fourth quarter. 5 on the delay clock for the Bulldogs. Beck gets the snap, though. Beck downfield, shot incomplete. In and out of the hands, dropped by his intended receiver, Humphreys. And now it's third down. Georgia had 23 points in that first half. And, you know, they have not been able to get anything going offensively, but they had the touchdown with Trevor Etienne. Boy, just a really tough drop there for the receiver for Georgia. Georgia 5 out of 14 on third downs tonight. They have a third down and 10 from the 44. Beck out of the shotgun, takes the snap, drops to throw. Beck, plenty of time, delivers a short pass, but short gain, and it's now fourth down, well short of the first down. And the ball will go right back to Texas with just 9:55 to go in this ball game. And let's see if Texas can just try to get down the field and make this a ball game again. It is a ball game, but they trail by 15. Anything is possible. There's the kick. And this ball takes a bounce and everything, but it goes into the end zone for the touchback. 9:27 to go in this fourth quarter of play. We'll take another quick break here. Your score is Georgia 30, Texas 15. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. And your score, Georgia 30, Texas 15, as we're in the fourth quarter of play. This SEC Conference matchup, of course, this is our doubleheader. We had Tennessee and Alabama. Tennessee victorious 24-17 in the third Saturday of October. Back to action, Quinn Ewers takes a snap, hands it off to his tailback, and gets to about that 25-yard line. Texas turned it over on downs, but, not turnover on downs, but they did turn it over. Fumble recovered by Georgia. Georgia led 23-0 at the half, but Texas scored 15 unanswered in the third, but it's been all Georgia here in the fourth quarter so far. And here's the pass by Ewers to the right side, and Blue gets taken out of bounds close to that first down. 8:50 to go in this ball game. Texas down by a couple of scores. They trail by 15. I think it's true. Texas has not converted a third down tonight. 0 for 10, I guess. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking to throw. Quinn Ewers goes to the right. It's complete. And they finally get a third down conversion, if that's unofficial. But finally, Texas converts a third down. And now that makes him 1 for 11. And if you're Texas, you got to go aggressive here because it's do or die time. Not much time left to go in this ball game. Ball at the 31. Ewers gets a snap, fakes it to Wisner. Ewers in trouble, gets the ball off, and it's just off the hands of Wisner, incomplete. There's now 7:49 to go in this game. Just been a pretty quiet weekend of college football here in week number 8. I mean, we do see an upset alert type game going on right now. That's UCF and Iowa State. UCF is winning 35-30 over Iowa State in the Cyclones. Second down and 10, ball at the 31. Ewers gets a snap, fakes the toss, goes to the middle, catch is made to this tight end, makes a man miss to the 50, and he gets to midfield, and he passed Georgia territory, and it's a first down for Texas. Longhorns ready to get on the move here. Quinn Ewers down the middle of the field, almost picked off. Dangerous throw there by Quinn Ewers, but it's now second down after that incompletion. Boy, right through that hands of the bouncing off the defender of Georgia for a chance to pick that one off. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, play action, looks to his left, and he's got it. Oh, huge hit on Wisner. Aguero with the defensive hit. Good tackle. Third down now coming up for Texas. 6:58 to go in this ball game. Texas trailing 30-15 against the Bulldogs of Georgia. And whistles on the field. I think we got a timeout for Georgia. Nope, actually, timeout called by Texas. And they're taking a look at the last defensive play by the Georgia defense. And I tell you what, another look there. They say that could be, a targeting there. I don't think it is, though. I think it's a clean tackle, but kind of hard to tell. It actually is real targeting, so that's the second time that Georgia's had a player being called for a targeting. But remember, Jackson was thrown out. But this Georgia team, they got plenty of depth on that defense. There's no question about it. Even if they lose a player, they still have plenty of guys that can step up because Kirby Smart knows how to recruit. Still waiting on the official targeting call with 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Oh, wow, another targeting penalty against Georgia. So Janelle Aguirre is disqualified for the remainder of the game. That's the second Georgia player to go out with a targeting. That's always just a tough call. And it's always a tough penalty because you get out the rest of the game. That's just unbelievable. Both teams now with 7 penalties each. So Texas now at the 27-yard line. Quinn Ewers gets a snap but hold the phone. There's some whistles. And I believe it's going to be a false start against the Longhorns. And that's what it is. So 8th penalty on Texas. .6:36 to go in our second game of this doubleheader of the SEC Conference. And Georgia leads 30-15 by 15 points here in this final quarter. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, drops the throw, looks to his right, now rolls to his right, and he has to get rid of it, and incomplete. This Georgia defense has been all over Quinn Ewers in this game. Isaiah Bond is on the sideline. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, play action for Ewers on 2nd and 15. Throws a short pass to the left. It's complete by Wisner to Blue, I should say, past the 30 to the 29. 6 minutes now to go. Third down coming up for Texas. For Georgia, this is huge stops that they have to make here in the final 2 downs to get off the field and try to make their offense really waste that clock as much as they can. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Ewers throws down the middle, too high, intended for Blue. And now it's incomplete, and it's now a 4th down and 12 to go. So Texas will go for it, obviously. There's 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go in this ball game. So here's Texas. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun, takes a snap, screen pass, got a man wide open, but his receiver slipped down. He was close to the first down, but it's going to be turnover on downs. And Georgia will take over. Boy, a tough break there for the Georgia defense, but a really tough slippage there for the Texas offense. That would have been a first down. But Georgia will take over around that 20-yard line. Georgia can now just try to really run the clock down as much as they can. Steve Sarkisian says, oh my gosh, man. First down and 10. Beck gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Trevor Etienne. And Etienne gets close to that 25, gets to the 24. 3 rushing touchdowns for Etienne this evening. I'm going to go ahead and end things out once this game is completed. And I'll give you my player of the game in just a moment for Georgia. Obviously, you probably already know who's going to be, though. Second down and 5. This Georgia offense looking to just waste that clock down as much as they can. Beck gets a snap off in time, hands it off to Etienne, and gets down to about that 25. So now it's third down. What does Georgia do? Do they run it or do they pass it? Quinn Ewers on the evening, 22 of 36. Third down and 4. Just 4:12 remaining to go here in the fourth. Georgia 5 out of 15 on third downs tonight. Let's see what they do here. Beck under center. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's going to pass it. And Beck steps up in the pocket. How about that? Carson Beck. How about that? He escapes from pressure. And Carson Beck picks up the first down with 3:37 to go. And that might be the nail in the coffin right there. Boy, Beck just kept his balance and then also just made a man miss. Beck was looking to his right. That is a huge first down for Georgia here as they try to rush out the clock. Beck under center. I'll hand it off here to Etienne on first down. .301 to play. Timeout is called by Texas. Carson Beck has had a really tough night, but to be able to pick up that first down there, that's huge. Carson Beck has 3 interceptions on the night. Hasn't played his best game, but he just delivered a huge moment there. 23 of 41 tonight, 175 yards in those 3 picks. No touchdown passes for Carson Beck. Georgia still has a tough schedule ahead of them. They still got to play Florida, which beat Kentucky today. And then they got Ole Miss on the road, Tennessee at home. But this might not be the only time that we'll see Texas and Georgia. We could see a matchup in the SEC championship game again. Beck tosses it to Etienne here. He'll lose yardage back at the 31-yard line. And Sarkisian will take his last time out with 2:55 remaining. Other college football games that went on today, we saw Alabama, the only top 10 team to go down today. But Iowa State trails 35-30 against Iowa State. Ohio State and Penn State both had bye weeks this week. LSU beat Arkansas 34-10. Clemson beat Virginia 48-31. We saw Miami defeat Louisville 52-45. So the ACC championship looking like it's going to be between Miami and Clemson, but Pittsburgh, don't count them out just yet. And then same thing with Duke. Louisville probably not going to make it there. Same thing with Florida State, definitely not even close. Third down and 9 for the Georgia offense. Beck gets the snaps, going to hand it off to Etienne. Hurdles a defender. Etienne breaks a tackle. Did he get the first down? No, right near the marker, but he'll be just short. Boy, great effort, though, by Trevor Etienne. Gets to the 40-yard line, and they'll spot it just short. Well, I'll tell you what, he looked like he was across that first down marker from the angle. Well, a score update for you. Iowa State 38, UCF 35 with 30 seconds to go in that one. I just talked about that one a while ago. Timeout Georgia. 2:18 to play here in this ball game. Still got the 2-minute timeout upon us. Boy, Iowa State has just taken the lead over UCF. 38-35. And it looks like they're going to try to review this to see if Etienne did pick up the first down. From the angle on the sidelines, it looked like he did pick it up. I believe he got it. I mean, I tell you what, I believe from the angle that I saw, I think he got it. I think there's no question about it. But the ball was rolling on the field. His ball is spotted at the 40-yard line, but here's the call. And it's 4th down, so 2:18 remaining. And Georgia will, I think Georgia's going to go for it here, it looks like. And Texas would need to score quickly if they get the ball back and go for the onside kick. So Georgia will stay on the offense with 2:18 remaining. No timeouts left for Texas. Georgia gets this first down here. That'll clinch it. We still got the 2-minute timeout, though, so 4th-and-1 here for Georgia. Definitely a big time decision here by this Georgia team to go for it. We'll stack everybody on that offensive line, and definitely same thing for Texas. And they'll go with ETN, nothing doing. And the clock will stop with a change of possession, so Texas has still got a chance here. And I don't know why that Georgia would go for it in that situation. We've seen Kirby Smart make bad decisions, though, in the past. This is really a bad decision, though, in my opinion, to go for it in that 4th-and-1 in their own territory. And now the clock will stop with 2:13 to go. No timeouts left for Texas. First down and 10. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops the throw. Quinn Ewers rolls to his right and has to get rid of it. Dangerous throw and incomplete. Georgia almost had a takeaway there. That would have definitely sealed the deal if they were able to come down with it. 2:06 now to play. Oh, man. Almost caught it with one hand. Second down and 10. Ewers drops to throw. Throws it here to the right. It's caught. Try to get out of bounds. I don't think he got there. But it's a clock stoppage, though, for a 2-minute timeout. Texas on the move. Can they get into the end zone to make this a one-possession game? Not over yet. 2 minutes to go. Georgia 30, Texas 15. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action of the SEC Conference, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 8 action in the SEC Conference. 2 minutes to go after that 2-minute timeout. 3rd down and 3 coming up here for Texas inside that 33-yard line. In Georgia territory, Quinn Ewers chops to throw here on 3rd down. In trouble. Quinn Ewers still under pressure and has to throw it away. No, it's caught. Huge catch for the tight end for Texas. And that's inside the 15-yard line. Texas still has a chance here. First down and 10 at the 15. Ewers drops to throw. Goes to the end zone. Almost picked off again by Georgia's defense. Almost picked off by Thomas that time, number 20. It was just off the hands of him. Almost another big takeaway there by this Georgia defense. They have forced 4 turnovers in this game. 1:39 now to go. Still plenty of time here for Texas with no timeouts left. You don't want to turn the ball over, though. Ewers under pressure, gets rid of it, though. Complete to Blue. And he'll be just shy of that 10-yard line. It'll be now a 3rd down and 3rd down to go here. 3rd down and 6 with 1:20 to go. Quinn Ewers gets the snap, throws it to the end zone, incomplete. And broken up by Julian Humphrey. And now a big 4th down coming up for both of these teams, especially for the Georgia defense and then especially for the Texas offense. If Texas, though, gets a 1st down, it still continues. But if Georgia gets a stop, that'll seal the game and seal the deal for Georgia to pull off the win over a number 1 ranked team. Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops to throw. Quinn Ewers in trouble, gets rid of it, but incomplete. And Georgia's going to seal the deal. And Georgia's going to give Texas their first loss of the season. And Georgia, their defense has made a difference. They knew they had to come up with the biggest play they could. And that's exactly what they did. Boy, Georgia, 3.5-point underdogs. They go to Texas here in Austin. And they are going to pull off a huge upset over the number 1 ranked team in the country. And Kirby Smart knows he had to motivate his team in this kind of game. So Georgia will take the knee here. Georgia's going to improve to 6-1 on the season. Then Texas will fall to 6-1. But you never know. We could see a rematch here between these two teams in the conference championship in December. So it will be not over just yet for both of these teams in SEC championship races. Boy, the conference is just now wide open. Nobody is undefeated in the SEC anymore. This is a wide open race. And that'll do it. So the Georgia Bulldogs win this game, and our player of the game is going to go to Trevor Etienne. He had 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. So that'll do it for this play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 in the SEC Conference. And thank you for joining me for a doubleheader. Final score of Tennessee and Alabama was 24-17. The Vols win. Your final score in this one is history, though. Georgia defeats Texas. Final score, Georgia 30, Texas 15. Thank you for joining me, and see you for individual videos this week, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Good night, everybody.